everybody, welcome back to Northernlion, plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Plus, we got 8 wins in a row, but this one's gonna be weird. You know why? Because we're gonna do our last achievement. Big ups to whoever tweeted me this. You know who you are, but I've forgotten your alias, and that is callous of me, and I apologize. But I was like, why am I missing 11 achievements in Isaac? And then many people were like, verify integrity of Steam Cache. I tried it, it didn't work. Still, a good suggestion, usually one of the things that sorts things out. I'm not saying it was a bad suggestion, but after a lot of like back and forth comment stuff, people were like, or one person in particular was like, go to your secrets page. Sometimes achievements get locked and they only unlock if you go to the secrets page. I went to the secrets page, 9 achievements popped up, and all of a sudden I've only got 2 left. One of them must be 1,001%, and the other one is the one that we're gonna do today. It's the Rerun achievement. Okay. I thought I had already done this, but apparently not. The Rerun achievement is do 3 full runs of Isaac going to the Lamb and start your 4th run. You know how it gives you the opportunity to do victory laps? I'm not sure if we have to do 3 runs or if we have to do 3 victory laps. Let me check. Complete 3 victory laps and start a 4th. So it's gonna be madness. It's probably gonna take us a while, but I got some time, so... Oh, get out of here. Thank you, Isaac Wiki, but I don't want to accidentally blast my viewers with an ad for a mobile game. Unless they got one when they started this video, in which case, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the... No, okay. Yeah, so what's the plan for this episode? It's very simple. We're going to do 3 victory laps, so that requires us going to... I've really screwed our deal with the devil chances here, but... I guess after you screw them, you can't really screw them much more than that, can ya? Don't touch this guy, because he's gonna be a jerk. Alges. Could be Alges. Degas, also great, but Alges is the big one because we can use the Temperance card with it. But let's see, Sad Bombs. I'm in. So basically, it's a pretty obvious way to handle a run. We basically just have to deal... Well, okay. Stop taking so much damage is a good one. We have to deal with the run as we would deal with a normal run, to be honest with you. We want this a great deal. Yeah, even more than... No, wait, check this out. Pop Temperance. Get a penny when you get hit. Then grab Bloody Penny. Take Swallowed Penny. Oh, you shouldn't have picked that up. That's fine. We should wait for the trinket to metabolize every time, as annoying as it might seem. But it should actually work if you give me a minute here. Do that. Sorry for the phrase. It actually is like as soon as I start recording an episode, the Skype messages come flooding in. I'm not against it. It's nice to get by with a little help from your friends, but still. We probably have not created an endless ability for us to play this. I think we maybe gotten a little on the lucky side so far. But it's working out nicely, and I can't deny that whatsoever. I gotta turn this down, though. It's a little loud in my ear. Basically, you'll forgive me for not worrying too much about how much time this is going to take. Because effectively, this episode could take like an hour and a half to begin with. And an hour and a half might actually be a very sensible amount of time for it to take. So we obviously want to not die here. I'm just hoping that maybe ever so slightly we've redeemed ourselves for the absolutely awful damage that I took earlier on this one. We don't need to wait for the trinkets to take hold. In fact, yeah, no, Swallow Penny's probably worth it. It gives us effectively like a greater than 50% extra bonus chance for us to glean the ability to continue. But I'm really just holding out hope for Blood Bag if he refuses to present itself. And truth be told, Blood Bag is not the be-all, end-all. I mean, if the best thing that could happen is Blood Bag drops right now, so I don't lose my sanity. The second best thing that could happen is that Blood Bag takes until I get 99 cents to drop. But this is approaching madness. Mind you, we might not be hurting for money for quite some time. Okay, you know what? It's Skype Corner, apparently. It's just a bunch of It's just a bunch of pictures of Hollow Knight. Oh, it's Nick drew them. I mean, they're gorgeous drawings. I thought it was just actually a screenshot of Hollow Knight that got posted there. And I'm like, I can't escape Hollow Knight wherever I go. So this is the actual worst start in terms of my play. And then also most boring start to an Isaac run ever. Literally like 3 minutes of me playing this blood bank, but... Look. It's the right play, and that's what bothers me. This is we're incentivized to do this. I think I'm just gonna leave for now, though, because we are sort of approaching the point at which it's, you know, madness, effectively. No, I shouldn't have done that, because, I mean, first off, we freed some spiders, but secondly, bombs are still somewhat precious. Don't just throw them away for no reason here. Let's just go try to find some item rooms, try not to take damage, and at least, you know what, that blood bank gave us a great chance to reset ourselves on this run. Like, we were playing pretty badly, and now we have, we've taken some time off, and, you know, the added benefit of getting 80 cents out of it as well is nice, but, as compared to a normal run, I'm very unconcerned about the concept of boss rush because of the fact that, you know, we're gonna be doing several victory laps. So once we get this done, assuming we can do it, I mean, I know on victory laps you do lose, wow, that was kind of bad, you do lose an item per reroll, or maybe you lose several items per, not reroll, per victory lap. So, nothing is sacred here, obviously. We have the chance to lose some very, very useful stuff, but I really feel like if we get the first victory lap done, everything else should come in time. Right now, we need more keys, and that's why I'm laying the groundwork right now. You'll have to forgive me. This is the third roguelite I've played today, and I really should be speaking Isaac fluently, but I'm making some poor mistakes, and for that I apologize. My brain is in, like, tumbleseed mode right now or something. Brain, we're playing Isaac. You heard of it? Get it through your skull, brain. That's a sentence that doesn't really make too much sense, I suppose. I mean, don't really care about the money. Mostly picking it up for the red heart potential, and also the chance that it could be luck upgrades, which are, of course, very valuable. I'm stunned and maybe grateful at the fact that we still, as of yet, have not gotten the blood bag. We've actually played it like 70 times, and I would absolutely welcome you to do that math yourself. 70 might be a slight exaggeration, but I don't think it's that much of an exaggeration. You know, we gotten over 99 cents out of it. Now, we've gotten some dimes, we've gotten some nickels, and every play gave us 2 to 3 pennies if it didn't give us any special coins because of Swallowed Penny giving us one every single time as well. So I think you buy Compost for 7 cents because it's an easy reroll. And then I think you reroll it again, and I'm actually fine with Fanny Pack. But I want to buy more stuff, and we're gonna do the same thing here. Buy Mom's bottle of pills, use it. I actually tried to hit Q to use it. That's a little Flint Hook influence. We're gonna re-roll it. I don't really care about King Baby, but without any other options, I'm okay with that. So we have an Omega Penny. First we got an Ace of Clubs, which is basically worthless. Cool, buy the Omega Penny for 15 cents. Try to double our items. No, the D6 is good enough. We don't need to go full on Omega Penny. Just re-roll it. Why buy it just to re-roll it? Hubris, I suppose. The idea that maybe we've got infinite money. I think the battery is worth it. Drop another bomb in here. And we get Pandora's box. Pandora's box on this floor is not that good, but I'll take the 2 spirit hearts. I'm not going to be salty about it. And we still got 15 cents backing us up here. You see what's going on? It's kind of like madness, right? We've spent 8 minutes on the first floor. And we're actually, statistically, not really that much more powerful than we were before. I will say, it's nice to have Fanny Pack working with us. So we're going to not pick up any pennies here. If we get red hearts out of Fanny Pack, then that's glorious. But instead, we're going to reroll everything in here into bombs. And then we're going to blow up I mean, there's very little I could have done at the end of that. That bomb exploded pretty quickly. But now we got 12 sad bombs. What a strange situation we find ourselves in here early. Having the ability to get double D6 rolls is nice. Spend a lot of time on the first floor without getting too much benefit out of it, though. The groundwork that we've laid is going to be good for us for the future, I hope. And I have no reason, you know, to question the integrity of this run at this point. You're really gonna just take damage against pin, huh? I mean, I get that it's small room pin. Probably the hardest of all the pins, but that's a little silly. Take speedball for the opportunities that it presents in the future. And honestly, dude, sad bombs crushed it right there. We got lucky. We beat the odds by a little bit. Picked up a pentagram. Okay. It's extremely good. We got 3 HP, and we're going to buy 4 hearts worth of deals. So we're going to take Guppy's Head. We're going to take Betrayal, only because we're going to take Abaddon right after. So then we'll take Abaddon with us. And we're going to stick with D6, though, because it's a great item. We got the battery charge, which synergizes nicely with it. We didn't even go to our other item room because I was so eager to go to the shop. Dude, that would have been a colossal mistake. Or no, we didn't. We opened it, but we didn't go. We'll take Euthanasia. It takes us closer to Spun. And now, as well as things went on that floor, slow it down just a little bit. Play better. Remember what game you're playing, and remember whose game it is. That's right. Nicholas Software Development, Inc. and Edmund McMillan. Don't get above your station, NL. However, in the end, we got a lot of benefit. And it really was just that 4-item deal with the devil that shows up pretty rarely, but is usually good for at least a little goodness when it does show up. Still got enough money to buy something from the shop. If I left the first floor with 24 cents, most of the time, I'd be jazzed, dude. Instead, I'm leaving it with 24 cents, or like 23 cents, but I also spent like 90-something probably on the last floor, so I'm feeling like we're fairly well equipped here. We don't really care about getting that money. Unfortunately, we're out of red hearts now, so a Temperance card is unlikely to have the same value that it used to. The loss of Swallowed Penny is like borderline irrelevant. Nah, it's not necessarily worth it, but the loss of our HP, like red hearts, makes it harder. But it's still good because, you know, we were going to take Abaddon regardless. Now we're at 7 damage, which is better than having a finicky little blood bank synergy. You got to take Tech Point 5. Remember, we're not playing to burn up in the atmosphere on the chest. First off, we have to take the negative because we got to go to the lamb floor. And we only need to remember that the one time, but we might as well do it every time just in case somehow doing a victory lap causes us to lose the Polaroid. I know it takes items away at random. Maybe one of those items could be the negative, right? So it's probably in our best interest, even though permanent Polaroid invincibility would be useful. If we're going to do a super long run to try to get this last achievement, why risk it, right? Well, the answer is for the biscuit, and I can't really argue with that because it's a very pithy, you know, sports broadcasting terminology. So you got a good point there. Dream item, growth hormones. Give us the Spun transformation. Give us more damage. Could use a rate of fire increase. Polydactyl's not bad, but I think a luck upgrade, the longer a run goes, the more I value a luck upgrade. Let's leave it at that. I don't want to belabor the point of luck upgrades, but if we're going to be doing like, you know, 40 floors of Isaac, I'm stoked to have 3 luck already. Let's just leave it at that. Shop's got to be around here somewhere. There it is. We may actually make it in time for boss rush. We're probably 3 minutes behind schedule, but we're also stronger than usual. I'm you, but stronger. I don't think we need anything else. I mean, a battery charge. Obviously, there's times when a battery charge is the right call, and there's times when it isn't. By the way, I do want to say, it's the key achievement. I think it's stupid. Arbitrary challenging, admittedly, but challenging for what I would consider to be the wrong reasons. You know, it's a challenge of focus, not a challenge of mechanical skill, except for, you know, storing a bomb so that you can bomb a key away, but let's say bomb a penny away from a door you otherwise would have had to, you know, pick it up in front of. But this achievement, I'm okay with. You know, victory laps are a unique part of Afterbirth Plus, and as much as I've only done them rarely, I accept them as a kind of a novel concept, and I say that because it is novel, not just because it's a me buzzword for once that's lasted for, like, far too long in my vernacular, but I don't know if I love the way they do looping in this game, because I don't think it gets harder, except they just take items away from you, and in general, I find that losing items in Isaac is... That was my fault, but still. Losing items in Isaac feels anti-fun to me. But I appreciate that it's 100% optional. You know what? Give me some chocolate milk. I'm ready. I actually, like, my dodging cortex, whatever part of the brain handles dodging in Isaac, surely a neuroscientist knows. They've been studying that stuff since the dawn of the game's launch 5 years ago, 6 years ago. It's broken today. I don't know why. I can't rely on those playing cards anymore. So let's go Mom's Key. We got the Mom transformation already. I would expect myriad transformations on this run here, because we're going to be getting so many items over the course of it. I would also, like, other items that I think are worth more on a victory lap style run. Anything that generates hearts, so like a relic, is awesome, I think. Mapping, because instead of getting 8 floors of mapping, or, you know, however many floors are left at the time you pick it up, you get 15 floors of mapping or something. Well, not 15, maybe like, you know, 60 floors of mapping or something. You have to forgive me, it's the last video of the day, but unlike It's the Key, I'm actually extremely confident that, barring a game crash, and barring, like, an order of magnitude terrible run, we shouldn't have too many problems completing this challenge on the first try. In fact, I knew there was a victory lap challenge for the longest time. I just actually thought we had already done it. I think we did 2 victory laps, but you gotta complete 3 victory laps and then start the 4th. So we're not gonna go to our arcade. I'm just gonna keep moving here. Again, boss rush is a pipe dream. If we don't make this boss rush, I mean, I was gonna say there's more, but there probably won't be more, because the timer will still be at, like, you know, 40 minutes or whatever it is by the time we finish the first run. I think. I really expect the first run, by the way, to take, I mean, as you might expect, a normal amount of time, within the range of normalcy, and then, every subsequent run, unless we lose a critical item, should be much, much shorter. So if you got things to do today, hey, you and me both, buddy. Like, for example, I got 3.5 more Isaac runs to record on this very video. But it's kind of, I don't want to say it's bittersweet, because I don't believe that, but it's just sweet to be finishing 1,000,001%, assuming that it actually unlocks here, because, you know, as the last Isaac achievement hunt I'll probably ever have to do. Although, who knows if, like, there's an Isaac 2 around the corner or something like that. You gotta grab that. And you can't coach that. Sports interviews are, like, the funniest thing in the world, man. I understand why, by the way. Sometimes you see people, and they'll, you know what, give me a speed upgrade. We're gonna have no shortage of items. Let's grab that. And they go, oh, man, I wish athletes, like, gave honest interviews. They're always just saying the same thing. Oh, we try 110%, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, whenever an athlete says something honest in the media, they're crucified, and everyone goes, hey, let's just stick to playing sports. You know? Even if it's about sports. People go, that's an unsportsmanlike attitude, Jim. He said he wasn't happy that his coach poisoned the lemonade at their cousin's birthday party. You can't have insubordination within the team like that, Jim. A lot of Jims in the football world. But anyway, I love sports interviews, because there is actually no reason for them to exist whatsoever. You know, oh, hey, Bo Horvat, your team's down 2-0 at halftime. It's marking the 8th straight game in which the Canucks have not scored first. What do you have to say about that? Well, you know, we haven't been playing our game tonight. You know, we haven't been acting like we wanted it. You got to give them credit where credit is due. They've been playing hard. They've been winning the battles in the corners. And, you know, we've been giving up too much. We can't make it easy for them. So we're going to just go out there in the third, try to do our best, and hopefully we'll get the result we want. Thanks, Bo. All right. You know, like, every single interview is some verbal spaghetti. And this is not me insulting Bo Horvat, who is, you know, the hope and future of the Vancouver Canucks franchise. Every single interview is some combination of, like, if you're winning, you're like, yeah, we played our game. You know, we got the right bounces. If you're losing, we're letting them play their game. Pucks aren't going our way. You know, I watched football for a long time. Well, for like 5 or 6 years, and it was like the same thing there most of the time. Although with a weirdly, like, more like adversarial spin on it sometimes. I'm fine with Mom's wig here, by the way. Let's get the heck out of this floor. Maybe boss rush chance still exists for us. Let's try to add to that chance by making some plays here. Bad luck. And you might say that's stupid, but I get it. You know, you're, you know, 19, 20 years old. You're getting paid to play, paid far too much money, and that's not me insulting them, because who among us wouldn't take the same deal? But you're getting paid far more money than you deserve most of the time to play a game, and that's awesome. Why in the world would you ever jeopardize it by trying to say something honest during an interview that could get you into hot water, you know? Might end up being blacklisted or something like that. So yeah, I'll go up in front of Cassie Campbell, and I'll say, Cassie Campbell is a Canadian sports broadcaster, and I'll say, you know, we gave it 110%, but, you know, they just wanted it more. Well, the player would never say that, because they would, again, be crucified, but you get the idea. Just give me my $6 million bonus, and I'll say whatever you want me to say in terms of that. I'm not going to get up there and, you know, put myself at risk, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff I would say. $6 million a year, and, you know, a gold suite in Rogers Arena. I mean, I'm just saying. They got the smoked meat sandwiches in there that make me think the wrong things. Anyway, this was a bit that I thought had a lot more potential, then I realized it had been done to death by smarter people than myself, so I decided to kind of bail out of it, but I didn't fully bail. I did like a tuck and roll, and it wasn't as gentle as I thought. You know, the thing is, it's going to be a long episode here, so some of the bits are going to work and some of the bits aren't. We are probably going to make boss rush now. Now, the question now becomes, do I want to impose boss rush on myself? So there's the negative. And the answer is no. And the answer is still no. And the answer is still no. And you might be saying wafer. You might even be saying varicose veins, because on a future pass you might get dull razor, but we don't really want dull razor. You might have been saying piercing shots. And the thing is, you're all right on a normal run. And I don't mean you're all right, because if you're watching this episode 2951 of The Binding of Isaac, you're my boy or my girl, you know? Please don't bring this up if we ever happen to meet each other in public, but it'll be very awkward for me. And by extension, both of us probably. But this ain't a normal run. This is a rerun. Some irony in there, I suppose. But it's going to take us a long time. I don't want to add 6 minutes to this run unless the item is very good. And I don't think the wafer was going to save us 6 minutes, and I don't think we're at risk of death, at least not as the run goes right now. Similarly, piercing shots are lovely, but do they give us enough benefit to justify having to do boss rush? If anything, like, I know this sounds rich considering how much I prioritize boss rush in a lot of situations, but if anything, boss rush puts us in jeopardy in that situation, because right now our HP is great with Dark Bum, 6 luck, and Bloody Penny. We're not really hurting for Spirit Hearts either, so I'm not going to sweat this too much. Pretty much the only thing I would have done boss rush for is like a top tier offensive item. And I don't think, as much as I like Sagittarius, I don't think it's a top tier offensive item. It's up there. It's pretty good. Top tier? I don't know. Anyway, similarly, except slightly different, there's no way we're gonna do Hush. That's just, that's madness. I will go back, and pick up good bomb caches like this because, I mean, straight up, we got sad bombs and we got good bomb damage. So, I think, you know, I'm not in a position to be making enemies there. And against our bosses, I pretty much expect a bomb to do a lot of our work for us here. So, right now, I mean, the run is great. The real intrigue on this run is going to be seeing what we lose. And then, to be honest with you, if we don't lose something that's catastrophically bad, and I don't even know if we have an item that's catastrophically bad to lose at this point, but maybe Dark Bum would be the worst, because it is, like, single-handedly holding up our defense, but if we don't lose something terrible, then the next bit of, like, why is this video fun to watch, is going to be how fast can we beat the next victory lap, and see if we lose something down there, because, honestly, nothing is stopping us on this one. I'm still trying to get this, I mean, it sounds terrible to say. I'm trying to get this euthanasia chain off here. I don't think it's terrible to say. Without getting too political, but like, at least there's nothing about a euthanasia chain that makes it substantially worse than the first euthanasia, if you believe the first euthanasia was unethical, I guess. I mean, it's bad optically if you're like, come down to the hospital, free euthanasias today, but despite the poor marketing, they definitely use like a communications major over at that hospital. I wouldn't dispute that. It's better than paid euthanasia, isn't it? Maybe. Maybe this is a road we don't want to go down. But I am not the kind of person who deliberately says controversial things and then goes, you know, oh, I'm sorry if you got offended, you know? But I do resist the notion that saying the name of a controversial topic is like a little too soon back off. Like, I feel like I can say the word abortion without being controversial. It's just a word. Now, if I said another word in front of that, like culinary, that would change the context and it would be fine. And if I said another word like delicious, there better be the word culinary in front of it or we're gonna have some problems. You know, that's gonna start to alienate people, which is why, you know, I mean, first off, there's a couple of reasons I don't talk politics in videos. One of them is that I don't know anything. The other one is that I want these videos to be inclusive, you know? I understand my lot in life is not being a political scientist. If anything, when people ask me about my political beliefs, I say you should ask someone smart in the arena of politics about their political beliefs. Because I'm a sheep. I'm as susceptible to propaganda or, you know, simple-minded politics as anybody else. I mean, we have an election coming up in British Columbia. Without revealing too much, I was like, I don't know who I'm going to vote for. It's my first actual election where I've lived in British Columbia, except for the last one, which I can't really plead ignorance. I was just unaware of it when it happened. And I was like, I have no history with any of these politicians. I don't know who I'm going to vote for, or who I'm going to vote against, for that matter. And then I took, like, a political compass quiz for the region, and it put me dead center between two of the candidates. And I was like, I still don't know who I'm going to vote for. So, like, I'm dealing with that myself, you know? I know what my political ideals are, but, you know, sometimes on a local level, I'm not going to say that those become compromised, because that's not what I mean. But, you know, you think about different things than you might on a federal level. But this is irrelevant. Okay, I almost went in the wrong direction there. And that's where we got to consider that we could ruin this whole video. Or make it beautiful, depending on your perspective. Why do you watch Northernlion? Oh, for the highly generalized musings on provincial politics in Canada. Like, on the one hand, people don't like our current premier. But on the other hand, some people do. It's a complicated issue, dude. That's the thing about politics. I'm like, why can't there just be someone that everyone hates? That would make politics so much easier if there was a guy with like 99% approval rating running against a guy with a 1% approval rating. Doesn't have to be a guy either, you know? I'm just throwing out a generalized pronoun here, but the point is, I always make it so hard. It's always like 51 to 49, and then you're like, well, I do love to root for the underdog. I'll probably just go for whatever party has the color I like the most. Anyway, that's a joke. You should be an informed voter. I'm like a genuine undecided voter in the provincial election right now, but I am at least a little informed now. Unfortunately, I've done nothing with that information. Which party is going to give me a free house in the neighborhood I desire? Nobody? Alright, call me in 2021 then. Okay, should not have walked into that. But I mean, we're actually going to finish our first run within like 35 minutes. That's really good timing. And as good as it is, it's not that amazing. Like, we've got really, really well-balanced defense and offense right now. 10 damage is obviously good, but it's not like we're just walking into a room and everything's dying instantly. This could be our guppy dream, by the way. So that's what I'm hoping for. Or we could just get 4 chests that are full of bombs, I suppose, is the other alternative. So I think that there's room to grow on this run. It's just, this is a run that is a swimming pool. Like, it's all the same level. That's a weird idiom because a lot of swimming pools have like a deep end and a shallow end. But imagine it was a swimming pool that was all the deep end. You know what? I think you take Obsessed Fan, and the reason you do it is because, again, we got a long-term focus right now. So we're trying to get to transformations like Beelzebub. I would like to be able to fly. Egghead, great item. Conehead. It's not Egghead. It just kind of looks like an egghead. 6 luck means... Wow, this was fast. 6 luck means we should be able to get a lot of chests down here. But if we find the boss this quickly, I would really rather fight the boss than, you know, worry about something a little bit more randomly generated, like, do we have more items down here? Plus, again, there should be no shortage of items on this run to begin with. He pushed my bomb away. Just trying to throw, like, if you're not going to use sad bombs here, what are you going to use sad bombs for, dude? Like, did we get 8-inch nails there for a second? That was weird. Yes, I would like to do a victory lap. Alright, so we're on victory lap number 2 here. We're still in a great spot. And now... Oh, no, it does reset the timer. So we'll totally be in a good spot, I would suggest, to maybe do boss rush on this one. And the more strong we get... Usually people use the word stronger for that, but I'm above that. The stronger we get, the more likely we'll do boss rush, because it's less of an investment. You know, we can do it faster, get more rewards for doing it. So, from a long-term standpoint, I would like to replace the D6 with very few items, but one of them is a void that has sucked up the D6 in the process. Nuns have it, absolutely. You know what? I think we should convert here a little early. Like, that looks fine to me. Early Steam sale, also good, and then we'll just buy one of these. You know what? We could donate little. Maybe the donation machine resets run to run, but... I did that because I think it pays dividends for us long term. Cuba Meat's nice to have as well. And we're kind of steamrolling, so this is beautiful. But yeah, I mean, converting the HP might be something that you look at and go, what the heck is he doing? They might even go, oh no, baby, what is you doing? And the answer to that question is, I'm doing what I think is right because I want to get cheap deals with the devil, and HP, that's really good, is normally not that difficult to obtain. So the piercing shot pickup is remarkable. We are really happy, I would say, at this point we didn't go to boss rush in order to grab it. The next big thing that really ties this whole run together is the ability to fly. I will also say I have no idea what item we lost, but our damage still seems glorious, so I ain't sweating it. If that's a full run reroll, you have to do it. It's just like, it's written in the code. When your run is stacked, thou shall always reroll, or thou is a little baby. Thou ist? I don't know. Speaking of which, where did Demon Baby come from? Am I losing my mind? Am I wishing somebody would tell me I'm fine? Is this my last resort? Okay, so you know, there is a little HP left in that room. That's alright. Dark Bomb came through in the clutch. We haven't had Small Rock yet, so... Oh, we can't fly, that's right. We could place bombs, but... You know. It's kind of like... It's a little unnecessary, if you get my drift. Beans, nobody cares. Restock, that's a huge one. Try a card just for the kicks. No battery charge bums me out a little bit. But we do have a Perthrow rune, so... I mean, I'd like to keep the Perthrow rune in case we get a deal with the devil that we don't have a reroll for. We can just generate a reroll out here. We might as well just test it. Okay, we got another battery. We might as well just do this right now. We should have taken the battery charge, admittedly. Well, easiest reroll of my life. I wonder if we didn't... I wonder if we lost the pentagram, and then that gave me the pentagram. If that's the case, lucky us, honestly. We will open that. I'd rather reroll Black Bean regardless, though. And Mom's Eye is, like, not good, but it's not bad, and there are synergies that do something with it, so... You know, be happy about that. We still had Perthrow. I guess we could have Perthrowed Mom's Eye. We already have the Mom transformation, and the Mom transformation is meaningless anyway, but you get the idea. Guppy, please. This is excellent. So you definitely... I mean, if we're going to take 4 Spirit Arts... Oh, we're only going to take 3 Spirit Arts with the items right now. You definitely want this, and you definitely want this, and you don't win... Leviathan is the ability to fly, which is nice. You don't win by not taking that item first. Simply because we weren't going to take more than we had asked for anyway. I will take a second Demon Baby, but it's basically irrelevant. I might be wrong there, but I actually don't think I screwed the order up. I don't think you get a benefit 100% of the time from taking the cheaper item first and then taking the more expensive item. Because that time we were going to spend 3 no matter what. And we had 4 heart containers, so... You know, there's no... We're not getting grandfathered into any sweet, you know, low APR financing deals there. I'm gonna keep... Bloody Penny for now. I mean, Bloody Penny with 7 luck and Dark Bomb is a pretty potent combination, it seems. You gotta take Ipecac here. It makes flies and spiders do way more damage, and it will kill everything instantly. So... I don't think there's too much of an argument when it comes to this one. It will hurt us on occasion, but it'll also kill, like, almost every boss instantly. So if we could get immunity to some explosions, that would be nice. Or immunity to all explosions, which I think is the only way, the only variety that item comes in, so even better. It also probably makes Sad Bombs worse. But our damage is 52.02, so I'm not sweating it too much. Pay to play. There's options. Sack of Sacks. You get an active item or an item you don't want, you just throw in a reroll. BOGO Bombs. Mama Mega. See you later. Starter Deck. Now that's an item. Grab a little reroll there. Reroll it. What do you get? Joker. Reroll. Champion Belt. It's a lovely item. Boomerang. It's not a good item. Okay, you know what? I will buy you to get you out of the rotation. Thanks for the Spirit Hearts. Didn't mean to use that. Okay, but, like, thanks for the Spirit Hearts, but see that the problem is here. Gotta do that. Okay, Humbling Bundle. That's a great item. You know what? I'll take the 5 bombs. Thank you for your service. And then I'll grab this and I'll reroll. Get 9 volt. That's a free reroll in and of itself. We reroll again. You get a little trinket smelting action going on. So you smelt, which means, in my world, that you dealt. And we also take Mom's Key. Then I think we get the heck out of here. Right, we've already been to that deal with the devil. Honestly, that worked out really, really well. Could keep buying cards. This is Magic Mush, though, so who cares? Oh, right. Careful about that one. It was not Magic Mush, also. I'm going to start to leave some things behind, and you have basically nothing to worry about there. Whenever we want HP, we can almost create it out of thin air. Synth Oil is spun, which is the Emperor card. which is our ticket out of boss rush with a free item. Or honestly, maybe we do want to skip some floors, or if we can get blank card, we could start to think about putting the world's fastest rerun run on the books. Especially considering we have restock, it doesn't, and batteries for that matter, doesn't seem that much of a tall order. But we gotta make it happen first. The run is now, like, very quickly gone from somewhat powerful to outrageously powerful. So actually, I mean, we're not taking soy milk. It's in a different life, no problem. Here, I'll just chocolate milk. It saved our rate of fire. That is a new era of greatness for us. It actually made our rate of fire better to take chocolate milk Monstros long. So sucks pretty bad if you're an enemy who didn't like getting exploded, but really nice for us. With pay to play, we actually borderline don't need keys anymore, because remember, where are we going? The answer is, oh, the mind is so good. The answer is we're not going to the chests. We're going to the, I don't know why I keep truncating my sentences. My brain's running out of glycogen or something. But we're going to the lamb fight, which we did last time. So let's keep that going. Dude, 3-cent tarot cloth? Okay. Thanks for asking. There was a BFF in there, which I should have considered. Take some money. I don't want to explode you too much. Ipecac sad bombs. You run the risk. I mean, I'll take a 3-cent broken modem. Okay. I'll take a 3-cent sackhead. It's a pretty easy decision. I'll take a 3-cent black candle. You know what I'm here for, though. The Diplopia, I mean, sure. Doubles everything. What do you get out of this? 2 of spades. Now we got 99 keys. That's great. We already have the battery unless we lost it. We don't, I mean, we'll take fanny pack, I guess. PhD is actually bad. Dull razor. I mean, we don't really need blue map, do we? More options. Still re-rolling, like, potentially useful stuff here. We gotta, at some point though, I think we have to turn off, and I don't really have a big min-max boner, but we gotta turn it off regardless, because there's no need for us to min-max on a run that doesn't get harder as we go along. You know, and that's, again, that's kind of like the reason I don't find it that compelling to do rerolls to begin with, because it's really just like, check out how strong this run can get, you know? We're given, like, no possible checks for the amount of time put in. Look how powerful a run can get. So, yeah, I'm not against it. No, like, if you do that, screw you, but it's not really my cup of tea. We will take the mark. We'll reroll that. We'll take Abaddon again, which has given us a damage upgrade against all odds. And then we'll reroll both of these, and I guess we'll take Torn Photo for a Tears upgrade. It's actually, like, a pretty sizable Tears upgrade. Pardon me. So I think I'm gonna enact Go Fast protocol. I think we have Jacob's Ladder from whatever our buddy in a box pickup was. Yeah, I'm gonna enact Go Fast principle, protocol, whatever, because there's more bombs, I guess. There's no reason not to, except to literally get like every item in the game. But if you got unlimited anything, it loses a little bit of its luster, I find, you know, because you're not restrained by anything. I will take Stopwatch. I will take Pokego. This is good. I don't need the map. I don't need the compass. I don't need the Ace of Clubs. But I'll, you know, do that. Because we have Sad Bombs, so it's, I mean, come on, it's Sad Bombs, dude. Like, you got something against Sad Bombs, you got something against America. We also could bomb our way through every room. But the worst thing you could ever say about the rerun challenge is that it's a little boring. And that is not a cardinal sin. It's the key challenge. was not boring. It was extremely tense, but still, in my opinion, sort of bad. Not that I've been holding a grudge for it forever or anything, as you can tell. Why not? Whore of Babylon didn't give us a stat upgrade because we already had Whore of Babylon. That's the other thing, taking a little bit of the wind out of my sails right here. I guess you should not really have any good excuse not to take a theme, especially because we're getting hit all the time, kind of by design. This rhyme is what I designed to explain in due time. Now, this is important. Still take the negative. Because even though permanent Polaroid invincibility is good, it's also irrelevant for us because every enemy is going to die in like a single salvo of these bombs. So like, don't worry about that at all. What did I do to Bloody Penny? It's been taken away from me. I did it to myself, I'm sure, but where did it go? Continuum seems horrible right now. But yeah, I would take blank card. And maybe you can make a case for the shovel accomplishing something similar, but oh my god, there's blank card. I was just talking about you. And the reason I'll take blank card is probably obvious, but it allows us to very, very quickly go down floors, especially with battery charges active here. So we've got to be careful about using it on areas that have like differential bosses. I guess if we could just walk out. Oh no, wait, I don't even know if that matters at all. Disregard what I just said. Scratch it from the books. Probably should stop taking 1 damage per room, but like it's a lot of potential HP gain here. And please, just anything that negates explosive damage. Oh, you know what? We trinket smelted Bloody Penny, so there's less to fear. Yeah, it's you know, been right inside of us the whole time. Just like a bad children's movie from the 1990s. Like the Neverending Story 2. I mean, the Neverending Story 1 is great, and I love the Neverending Story 2 as a kid, but it's a little bit of a rehash. Cool imagery, but it's a little, you know, a little bit of a rehash. Look, they didn't come here to talk about Neverending Story, though. What do we got? Nothing we really want, and we no longer have rerolls. However, we might as well take something. So, give me some juicy sack action. We'll go down to the next floor. We might as well just pop the Emperor card right away. We sincerely are killing everything immediately. It's nice. So Void is something that we've more or less requested. And it's kind of free. But we're also going to teleport with the Emperor every time we use it. So as much as that makes me the world's ultimate baby, I understand that. I stand by this as our right decision here, so we're just gonna, and this is gonna seem like a bit of a weird call maybe, but there's method to the madness, I promise. Well, we don't want Wheel of Fortune really, so give me Perthrow instead. Emperor Perthrow, that's what we want, So we got pop, grab this, nothing there. Blank card Emperor. Fight, it lives. Go to Shoal, very important. Should go to Shoal after this point. Dude, we still have Dark Bomb. Could you just hook me up with, ooh, we can't quite, we could, why not? Yeah, Empty Vessel's actually great here. Other item, not so much, but go to Shoal. If you don't, that's where we're gonna break the chain. If we can't remember to go to Shoal, we're in trouble. Literally, we hurt ourselves once or go to one room, and we're, good to go on the teleportation front. Battery charges. Not to mention we're getting infinite battery charges. I suppose that's an important part to mention. We are taking damage now, though. I can't play it off any longer as if we're never getting hit. As much as I hate to admit it, we have to be careful. And it's not that easy when you shoot out 100 shots every 2 seconds here that are extremely annoying and also explode. But I did it to myself. All we need is more hearts, basically. Goppy would also be fine. And I don't mean, like, more hearts like we need HP. We really just need spirit hearts to drop or otherwise be created, which obviously we've got a high percentage chance to happen. Yes, I would like to do a victory lap. So that's victory lap 1 complete. We got to do 3. We're on victory lap 2, as you can see by the flag there. Run, I mean, still looks good. We did lose blank card, though, which is not enormous. That's really just annoying. I think we also lost Mom's Eye, which is honestly close to merciful, because that was causing problems. Stick with Judgment Emperor. Again, you'll forgive me, but the run is good enough that I'm kind of like, I'm not going to treat every run as if it's a... Wait, we still have Mom's Eye. I'm not going to treat every run as if it's a run, you know? Like, as if everything that we do on the run matters, because at least as of right now, that's disingenuous. Not everything we do on each run matters. We're going to Perthrow this, and we'll take Poke Go, even though we might already have it. I'm assuming there's a chance for them to stack. And we'll take Sack of Sacks. We still have Restock. Okay. And we'll take more options, which we might have already had. And we'll take the Candle, which we don't have an item that replaces it right now. And we'll take the Bible. And we'll take the Ladder. And we'll take Ventricle Razor. And you got it. We're going to take the Red Candle. Deck of cards, of course. And there's Sackboy again. Hello, Darkness, my old friend. I mean, we don't need the Candle. Let's be real. So, as much as we probably are never going to use it appropriately, 2 Emperor cards, that's what I like to see. Why not take Ventricle Razor? We also lost the mind, clearly, because we have no idea where we're going. You're the one who's lost, Gobby. Got lost his mind. Up in here, up in here. At least, oh, we lost BFF, too, but we do still have Dark Bum, so that's solid. So what's the point of Ventricle Razor? Put quite simply, look, I don't even want these consumables. Like, we've reached the point where the sacks give me so many consumables, I'm not interested in them anymore. We have Bomber Boy? No, that was just a weird pattern. Ares. Actually fine. I think the idea for me here is, you know, maybe the idea is just spawn the occasional spider, now that I think about it. Because it seems like that's working out just fine. Missing Page 2, My Shadow, both of these are not particularly good. However, neither of them is heinous, and neither of them really cost us too much on the HP side of things. Nah, Chaos, it might seem like it's like the fun item, but it really just does not matter. So I'm not actually, like, I know we're approaching peak boredom here. Apparently, like, the longer a run gets on, the more boring I get. But with 50-something damage, unless there's a compelling reason not to do it on a room, I think I'm just gonna let Tech X do the work for me. Like, Tech X is capable quite easily of killing all these enemies, including the bosses, and of doing so, like, very quickly as well. There's Guppy, unless we've lost Guppy items. We have not. So we're actually, like, out of control now. Up in here, up in here. My thinking right now is we keep going to shops, and, why not? If the shops have blank card, amazing. If they don't, also completely fine. We can still go floor to floor if we have to. Nothing about that really bothers me. And honestly, with Tech X, there's like even more reason to only use Tech X. Sorry, with Guppy, there's even more reason to use Tech X. Because we really are only sad about Tech X when it takes a while for Tech X to shoot. Which is not the case right now. You know what? I went in the wrong direction. Let's pop our Emperor card and get the heck out of Dodge here. It never ends. It's just like we pick up one consumable and we get 1,000 consumables out of it. Don't let me don't let my demeanor, I should say, lead you to believe that I'm not having fun with this run. But I do think that this is a run that is more fun in concept than it is in actuality. Although I'm having fun, we are going to win. And that is, like, basically guaranteed at this point. So I kind of wish they would just give me the win at this point. They'll be like, yeah, your run looks strong enough. You're probably good to go here. But there's still one way for us to completely screw it up. So it's not really honest, I guess, to take that up. But why not, dude? If we're going to commit to the madness here. There's one way we mess it up, and that's by not going down to the proper floor. Which, as of right now, is fine. Or, easy to do, but could change. Emperor, Empress, Empress. You do reach a point. I wonder if this is what it's like to have, like, unlimited wealth. There's nothing we can do with it at some point. I mean, that's a very cynical... Oh, God, give this back, please. It's a very cynical approach to take, because there is stuff you can do with it. You can give it to other people who need it, you know? But we can't give this run to other people who need it. Why did we get homing tears there? There is the occasional time where it seems to make sense to shoot your tears, and I think that's pretty much 100% just, is this the right time for you to use, what's it called? Maw of the Void. Is that the right situation for you right now? Because, like, we've actually just got too much stuff. We got Awaz Bracano. I don't need Bracano. Get out of here. I can't even see anything because there's so many consumables on the dang ground, dude. Judgment. No, I don't care. Awaz is good, though. Awaz I'm okay with. Take this. Take this. We don't need that. Could be a waste. Anything extremely valuable. Crystal Ball technology. Steven. Relic. Well, I mean, I said the Relic would be amazing, and I think it would be. But I'm starting to run out of patience on this run. What floor do you want to skip? Why not this one? Just hear me out. 33% deal with the devil chance. No real consequence to skipping it. Just make sure you go down to the right floor this time. By the way, if I want to preserve the streak, I'm not sure about this, but I think I will need to win the 4th run. Because it says you just have to start the 4th run to get the achievement, and I respect that. But in order to win the 4th run, I'm sure we got to, or in order to keep our streak going, I'm sure we got to win the 4th run. So we'll maybe endeavor to do that. I'd rather just keep our streak going with an achievement thrown into the middle just for fun, as opposed to trying to win, you know, another 8 runs in a row. That's going to take a little longer than what we've been working on right here. So we've still got this run, and then the next run. And then the next run. Did you have to take away blank card? You know, I'm giving you more than you asked for, game. And you're going to come here and take away my blank card. You know what we could do? I hadn't even considered. If we're really feeling frisky, we could go for some sacrifice room plays. It seems like a horrible idea, which is why I think I kind of like it. So we got to deal with the devil. Make sure you go down here. We definitely want this. We don't care about the other item. This run is going to be like less than 10 minutes long probably, so we're getting to the point where it's pretty fast, but we're also approaching the point of like complete absurdity. You know, the run is so powerful, I'm using like a fraction of my damage output because of the risk that it poses to me, and it's just absolutely crapping on enemies. Like, there's no recourse for them whatsoever. They just die as soon as I enter the room. I gotta admit, with our Tech X strategy, 1 Spirit Heart lasts a long time. Things were looking like, I wouldn't say bad. Things were looking a little weird for a while. We're lucky to have pulled it back. I don't know, dude, I don't care. I don't care about the consumables. It's too many consumables. I consider myself an Isaac artist. You know, the worst way to deal with an artist probably is you just give him blank canvas and say, paint anything. You know, you gotta... Restrictions breed creativity. We're in unlimited power, you know, it's prequel memes. Let me out of Shoal. We can actually use Tammy's head every room without too much risk. The trick is you gotta stand like in the center of the room and do it. And then everything is gonna die. I don't know, dude. It's like, I actually get... What's the opposite of tunnel vision? Normal vision? That's not really the term I'm looking for, but... I get normal vision when there's so many consumables on the screen. Like, literally just cannot focus on any of them. Please, let me out. I don't want to do this room. There's so much stuff going on. I didn't even know this was a challenge room when I walked in. You know what we need is like 1,000,000 Dagaz runes. Some of our familiars, like from PokeGo, are being charmed, or like affected at least, by broken modem. I don't even know what the consequences of that are long term, but probably nothing, to be fair. The dead ends. It seems like there's too many dead ends. It's like, is the floor constructed properly? There's too many dead ends. Every card I pick up, I'm foolishly thinking there's a small chance that it might be Emperor. And it hasn't happened yet. At least not recently. But I've also stopped picking up many of the cards, so... What in the world happened there? We also have some of the best Pokemon working out for us here. Like, the Brimstone Pokemon are, first off, the worst name for a gang of all time. But secondly, doing good work for us. Like, if any enemy gets caught in their spell, they're done for, buddy. Okay, Curse of Darkness. Go, go. Oh, another Guppy item means if they take a Guppy item away from us, we shouldn't lose our Guppy transformation. We shouldn't lose it anyway, but we might have. Knowing that this is a dead end, why not, dude? Should maybe seek to move around here. At this point, I'm not joking with you. You gave me a shovel. I'm out of here as fast as I can go. These runs, there's something novel about beating, you know, the lamb 0.2 seconds or something like that, but it loses a little bit of its luster when you gotta do it so many times in a row. I don't know, sure, give me the rosary. Who cares, dude? What did I even get there? A charmed one, a judgment card? Is that what I picked up that made that sound? It's also with Curse of Darkness, I actually, sometimes I'm like, I'm not even sure if we're done with the room. Because there's, are you a friend or a foe? That being said, fun run. and that's true. Like, it isn't an unfun run. If it ended at like a normal time. And at least you only gotta do it once, unless you mess it up somehow. Tech X, okay. How's this gonna work? It's the first, like, transformative item we've picked up in 100 years. I'm assuming very good, as always. Seems like it's doing great work. You know what? It gives us a severe damage downgrade. However, it means we can actually shoot our tiers. So overall, it's probably, like, substantially better for us. Yes, I would like to do a victory lap. Okay, what did we lose? No Tammy, so we didn't lose Tammy's head. Okay, so that's fine. But what happened? I did see that when we came back, we were the lost. Is that a mechanic I've never seen because I've never gone for the third reroll? If so, you got me. Straight up. You going for the troll? You got me. 100%. I'm trolled. I just proved I'm trollable. You got me. At the same time, I'm running it through my head. Did I click her somehow into the lost without a holy mantle? Like, I don't understand what happened, but I do understand that we're gonna have to do this again. So for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the run. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. I guess I have to do this again. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.